Side note, I don't know if I ever said so, but thank you to anyway, thank you to this person for this amazing, cool art. It's so awesome. It's my cosplay from AvCon. See? Ah, that's really cool. So thank you so much for that. I guess that's me and that's him there. But thank you for making me look like a better human than I actually look like. You know, I think I'm forever doomed to do multiple versions of the same video for every video for the rest of forever. Hi lads and ladies. So I'd like to take some time to point out some really good starter anime for you guys because I've been talking to people recently and I've been trying to get my friends more into anime, but they've tried a few series, but they're more complicated series, I guess, and a lot of references went over their head and they didn't understand some things, like Flowers of Mode, for example, and that kind of thing. So I thought I'd recommend some easy to follow anime, and a lot of them will have those annotations that will explain things to you if you don't understand, which is awesome and what you want. I mean, I can understand where the trouble comes from, because if you didn't grow up with something like Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Pokemon or something, or Sailor Moon to give you like that foundation knowledge, then I get that it's a little bit difficult to pick it up now in your later years. But no one listens to my reasoning, so I'm just gonna jump straight into it for the second time, evidently. So the action genre is probably the first one that springs to mind when newbies think about anime, which isn't surprising considering it's probably the most, if not one of the most popular genres out there at the moment. The biggest issue with animes of this genre is trying to find one that has a good balance of story and action, because a lot of them will go overboard on the action and, you know, completely miss out on things like character development or, you know, plot. Some companies do it really well and they'll mix in elements of other genres such as like comedy and adventure, that kind of thing. So the reason I'm pointing this out is because action series are generally pretty easy to follow and, you know, not too complicated, but they can be really, really entertaining. The only downside is that a lot of them go 200 episodes plus, which is kind of irritating to catch up on. I know I haven't entirely caught up on some because there are so many, but if you're willing to stick it out, I recommend One Piece and Fairy Tail. So, super condensed, One Piece is about young pirate monkey D. Luffy, whose body has rubber properties, and he sails along the ocean and blah 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 and tries to find the ultimate treasure, One Piece, to become the Pirate King. And on the other hand, Fairy Tail is about the Wizard Guild Fairy Tail, and about all their adventures and their battles, and namely with this evil entity, Zeref, which you'll get the gist of once you start watching it. I'm making these sound really bad, but I'm trying to be very, very brief. Going to reverse harem comedy, Ouran High School Host Club is probably my most recommended anime to anyone ever. It's about a poor girl called Haruhi, who goes to a super expensive school and due to unforeseen circumstances is forced to work as a male host at a host club. Just FYI, a host club is where you pay to get hosted or like sit and chat and eat expensive food with really attractive males or females. This is pretty popular in Japan and a lot of Asian countries, I think. South Korea has it too, although it's a little bit more shady now. It also has those annotation things that explain everything as it goes along, and it's funny and easy to follow, and as well as that, a lot of the themes in Ouran High School you'll find across a lot of different genres, so it encompasses a lot of different kinds of anime, and I love that. Romance-wise, I strongly urge you to watch Kimi Ni Todoke first. See, a lot of people jump into animes like Say I Love You or something, and I wouldn't recommend it just because it's a level above Kimi Ni Todoke. It's more, Kimi Ni Todoke is like a good starting point, and then you can level up if you really do like it. Anyway, Kimi Ni Todoke is a high school campus romance anime about a girl called Sawako who looks like a girl from The Ring, Sadako, and actually gets mistaken for her a lot, and that's where a lot of the humor comes from. I'm gonna make an extended video on this at some point, and I've already scripted it, and it's gonna be filmed at some point when I can be bothered. But yeah, for now that's all I'm gonna say. It's a little girly, but I think it's the best representation of a shoujo anime I've ever seen. In terms of comedy, I'd recommend Beelzebub, which I've done a video on before, and the link to that will be in the description. and Kaichou Wa Maid-sama. Kaichou Wa Maid-sama is about a kick-ass female president of a school, and she's really cool. But she has a secret, and that secret is that she works at a part-time job at a maid cafe. There are two very different kinds of comedy there, but you know, it depends what you like. If comedy isn't your thing and you'd like a more serious anime to choose from, don't worry, there are so many serious or intense or psychologically, you know, I don't know, centered series out there for you. I've only included a few, there are so many more. Because that is one of the more prominent nowadays. It's gathering steam. It's becoming more popular. So one of the classics, one of my favorites, Death Note, is about a high school boy, very smart, very intelligent, very bored, who finds a notebook with the power to kill people. And so he goes on this murderous rampage and the police get involved, and it's very, very good. There's Midai Nikki or Future Diary, which I've done a review of recently as well, so that'll be in the description. I think if you're new to anime, you're not going to be thinking about all the plot holes. There are quite a few plot holes in it, but if you just chill, relax, it's not going to be too much of a problem. You'll be too traumatized to care at that point. Sword Art Online is another one of my favorites, and basically I think 10,000 or so people get trapped inside this fantasy RPG role-playing game, where if you die in the game, you die in real life, and the only way to escape the game is to defeat the final boss. And more recently, Attack on Titan, which is a dark, dark fantasy where humanity lives inside these little cities guarded by giant walls, in order to keep out titans, which are, I guess, humanoid kind of atrocities, kind of creatures that go and kill people by eating them or devouring them. And yeah, it's about people trying to survive, I guess, and to fight against the titans. It's quite gory. If you don't like gore, I wouldn't recommend Midai Nikki or Attack on Titan. That might be a little bit not good for you if you get queasy easy. It's kind of brutal. So there's a few to get the ball rolling a little. If you'd like any more specific recommendations, do leave a comment in the comments below as to what kind of things you like, and I'll try and see if I can match an anime to you. Even if you're not a beginner, I guess, beginner anime viewer, I don't know, even if you've been watching anime for a while and you want a recommendation, I've watched a lot of anime because I don't have a life. So if you need a hand there, do leave a comment below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I did leave out a lot of genres, I know, but that's because there are so many genres of anime and if I had to recommend one for every single genre, I would be here till next Christmas. So again, if you want a specific genre, then do leave a comment below. Most of these are reasonably well known, so it should be quite easy to, you know, pick them up from your local JB Hi-Fi or find them online or something. And again, most of them have those annotations if you look for the English sub versions. I do recommend starting with English subs or whatever your mother tongue is. On top of that, not every anime is dubbed, okay? A lot of them are subbed, most are subbed nowadays, because it's becoming more of a thing amongst Western English speaking people. Get used to subbed while you can. So that's it, I think. Like and favorite if you enjoyed, subscribe if you want more, and tell me in the comments, have you watched any of these animes? Do you have any more recommendations or questions, queries, concerns? Leave them in the comments below, and if I don't get back to you, someone else will get back to you. We'll start a discussion. I like that about, I don't know, being a smaller channel. We can talk about things, it's good. That is the end. That is the end. That is